Welcome to the Marshall County Board of Supervisors regular session, July 16th, 2025, 9 a.m. here in the courthouse first floor meeting room. Notice to the public, Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion. You're requested to approach the podium, use the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. Normal process on any agenda item is for the chair to read the item from the agenda. The board is given an opportunity to comment on the issue and or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate and a roll call will follow. Roll call, please.
Hibbs.
Yes.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Could you please stand with me and do the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, do we have a motion to approve today's agenda?
I move that we approve today's agenda.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes.
On to the consent agenda. 5A, approve previous regular session minutes, July 2nd, 2025. 5B, approve previous special session minutes, July 9th, 2025. 5C, approve claims as audited and authorize the county auditor or recorder to issue the payment of the same. The listing of the claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the current month will be published as part of the first meeting of the following month. Personnel changes. We have a change of employee status. Brian Thompson in the sheriff's office, full-time jailer to full-time deputy sheriff at $30 per hour, effective August 2nd, 2025. And that is the end of today's consent agenda.
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
We have the motion and the second. Do we have any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil.
Yes.
Goodman.
Yes.
Hibbs.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Number 7, presentation from Tyler Bowman and Jake Buman.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It's okay.
And Jacob Hagan with Agra Via Drainage District Engineering Services. Great. Thank you for being here today.
Get a seat for her to put the minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for letting us speak with you today. My name is Jacob Hagan. I'm here with Agravia, and
My name's Tyler Buman.
and we just wanted to introduce ourselves. We work as an ag drainage engineering firm. We're a new startup. We started it was around May 1st, end of April is when we started. Prior to that, I was working for a different firm for about 10 years doing ag drainage work. Tyler was doing it for about 3 years.
Yep.
We felt there was a marketplace for a smaller, leaner operation, low overhead. Our rate, we handed out our rate sheet there. We think our rate reflects that, a low overhead operation. Feel it's very competitive. Tyler, do you want to?
Yeah, so we both come from farm backgrounds. We, understand generally enough about farming and that doing engineering and drainage district projects, which we know Marshall County doesn't have much, but, what you do have, we'd like to do it if it ever came up. But, you worked at the previous firm for 10 years. I don't know if you said that. Mm-hmm. And I was there for 3 years. It was a much larger firm, and so kind of coming from the background that we both did, we always wanted to, we envisioned, like you said, a smaller or direct to the consumer, lower overhead and therefore lower cost alternative to getting this kind of work done. So,
Yep.
Yep.
And one advantage for us is that we're the two guys, so we're going to be the guys who are out in the survey. We're going to be the guys who do the drafting, the design, hearings, meet with landowners, do construction observation. So the idea is that we should know our projects like the back of our hand by the time we're through with them.
Yep.
There is no telephone games, because we're the only guys you can talk to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if there's any questions or comments,
Great, so you guys grew up here in Iowa Farms?
yep, so I live on my family farm in Bayard, Iowa, which is Guthrie County, and you were from Harlan, on a farm
Yeah.
in Harlan.
Yep.
And
Great.
so our office is in Perry, so we're not too terribly far away as far as our work goes.
Right. We'll work anywhere in the state.
So with this tile drainage, I suppose you have bulldozer work, tiling machines?
So we are the engineering firm.
Right. So you would contract that out?
Yep.
Yep.
So we would, put all those, so it'd be, you'd hire us to do the survey work, the engineering work, drop the plans, and then we would manage the contract side of it. So we'd put it out for bids. It would be publicly let, so,
Yeah.
and then we would oversee the construction, and it would be more than likely a local guy would do the work itself.
Yeah.
But it would be a public bidding process.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it either involved laying large diameter tile mains or digging or repairing a ditch, a drainage ditch or something
Right.
like that. And so,
Yep.
yeah, likely in Marshall County, what you guys have, it would either be maybe a repair would come up on one of the ones you have. Maybe somebody would, get the idea to start a new one or something. Who knows?
Yep.
That's quite a process, but we'd love to be considered for that work if and when it ever comes. So.
We have some shared ones, Marshall Story also. You probably looked at what we have
Yep.
currently, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll be meeting with Story County, I think, in like two
Yep,
2
2
weeks.
okay.
To talk to them as well about this. So we've kind of been beating the path around the state and talking about everybody we can. So we're
That's great. Yeah, administratively, we're very happy that we have a limited amount of drainage districts here compared to other counties that have, huge amounts. So, but it's really great to know that there's guys like you out there that can assist us when the time arises of whatever, like you said, repairs, or if there's a new one. And obviously, with us having the joint with Story County, I'll be curious to hear how that meeting goes with Story County, and if there's a point in time we could ever use you for a service. We definitely appreciate you being here and giving us your information so that we know who we can contact.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess just to wrap up, like if anyone ever has any questions, farmers, anybody come in, they have any questions about drainage, tell them to call or email us. We're happy to help them out, answer them. Just basic questions. We're never going to send a bill for a 10-minute phone call or anything like that. So we want to be a resource for people.
That's
Thank
great.
you guys.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you for that presentation. On to number 8, approve Ide-Bailey engagement agreement and authorize the chair to sign.
I move that we approve the 80 Bailey engagement agreement and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that.
All right, and this is just the continuation of the audit.
Of the external audit, and this is similar to there's a very detailed PDF attached and then more of a summary. So similar to what it was last year, I think there were a few little additions. There's just always things they find from prior years, not necessarily here, but in other locations. So they've expanded it just a little bit on wording because I'm sure their lawyers asked them to.
Yep. And was there any change in cost except for our normal step?
No, it's just our normal step. There will be, we will be going out for RFP. This is our 3rd year.
It's
Already.
Fast 3 years.
Yeah, it is. I was surprised.
And have you been happy with them, working with them, and everything that's gone on?
I've been very pleased with them. I believe Sheriff Phillips, they've, the first year, for some reason, when a lot of people were ill at the sheriff's office, they did that year all remote at the sheriff's office. But I think they've been happy working with them. I don't know, Deanne, I haven't followed up with her, but I think generally she's been pleased with them as well. No news is always good news on those things.
Yes.
So they do a lot of work remote, a lot of things we upload to them. So it's a different process, but it is different when your audit firm is right across the street versus them being in multiple locations, because this is a firm that's all over the state. So,
Yep. Well, good. We obviously loved having Bowman and Miller across the street doing our audit services before, and I'm glad that this has worked out well since transitioning from them.
And I
So
think did you have 1 year with them, or just kind of the transition year?
just the transition year. Yep. So I
Okay.
didn't get to do any direct with them. So
Okay, yeah.
all right. Is there a motion to?
We had motion.
We did have the motion.
Yeah.
May have jumped the gun.
So we have the motion in the second.
Yep.
And we need the votes. So any further discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes?
Hibbs,
Yes.
All right, Marshall County Actuarial Services, discussion, possible action. So this is agreement by, between HUB International, Great Plains, and Marshall County for the compliance with GASB Statement 75 and authorized chair to sign.
If you want information about this, came from Maria, so this is our annual GASB 75 agreement with HUB International. So this came in, this is the same time, we do this roughly every year. So this is a Maria thing.
Great.
Well, I'll move that we approve the Marshall County Actual Services with HUB International, Great Plains, and Marshall County, continuing through December 31st, 2028, for compliance with Government Accounting Standards Board Statement 75, and authorize the chair to sign.
I'll second that motion. And then just a question for Nan. Are you needing my signature when I get back, or is it Jared as acting chair can sign?
I'm thinking we will probably need yours, because I'm thinking that's who's on the agreement. But I'm looking to Sarah right now to see if your name is,
I think it was blank.
so we'll have to look at these, and if we have to wait till,
It is blank.
okay, so we may be able to get some of these things signed and some may need to wait. I believe
They're both blank.
they're both blank. We may be able to sign both of them today, so that'll be great. And I think I misspoke on this one, because this is a 3-year, and I feel like we just did this one as well. So time does fly when we're having fun, doesn't it?
Oh, boy.
Oh, and Maria is also saying that you can also sign Carol when you get back. This one isn't a huge rush either, so,
Okay,
yeah.
I will do that.
I'm thinking it's probably the same on the audit as well.
All right, we have the motion in the second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Heil,
Yes.
Goodman,
Yes?
Hibbs,
Yes.
On to number 10, public forum. Time set aside for comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on these topics brought up in public forum today. All right, on to adjournment, number 11. Next regular session is scheduled for Wednesday, July 30th at 9 a.m. At the courthouse first floor meeting room, 1 East Main Street. All business to be acted upon that session should be submitted to the auditor recorder's office and the board of supervisors office by Wednesday, July 23rd at noon. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:14 a.m.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Carol.